So here is FCUV, Focus Universal. This finishes at $19.28 today. That is up 189.49%. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is BBIG Vinco Ventures. This finishes at $9.42 today. That is up 15.58%. So we've been covering this one past few trading sessions. This is the hot stock, #1 trending on StockTwits for a few days now. It's been squeezing for a while, and it appears like the squeeze is not done just yet. And this is pretty insane because this is a momentum play, and it appears like it can't go too much longer, but it just keeps on going. So yeah, the squeeze is not squished just yet, up another 16% today. So there was no news or anything to justify this run today. So just more ape stuff going on here, just more shorts covering. So let's analyze. So we have two gap ups, one all the way back at $160 and one at $3. So those are bearish indicators. Those are telling us that this is likely to come back down to $3 and $160 eventually to fill those gaps. And honestly, they may never fill. The 3 is a lot more likely to fill than the $160. The $160 has not been filled for a while and may never fill. And it appears like we did have a cup and handle forming, but this blew past the top of the cup today. Maybe it's still a cup and handle because it finishes near the top of the cup, but this is a weird looking cup and handle right now. So that may have gotten rejected. But for right now, still a possible cup and handle. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 940, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be $10 and then $11.90, which is the all-time high that it set today. And if it blows past $11.90, then it's on to uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what the stock is worth. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $9.10, $8.20, $7, $6.50, $6, $5.30, $5.15, $4.90, $4.60, $4.30, $4, $3.80, $3.50, $3.30, $3.10, $2.90, $2.70, $2.50, $2.30, $2, $1.75, $1.60, $1.35, and then the low of $1.20. So right now at this current price, $9.42, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect a significant amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this comes back down to $5.30, the channel starts to narrow, so you should expect a large decrease in the price action if/when this comes back down to $5.30. The RSI is currently at 87, so that is very overbought and very overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 312 million in volume today. Very significant volume day, second biggest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice. I personally wouldn't do that, and I don't recommend that. I'm not saying this won't keep going to the upside, but at this point, at this current price, $9.42, this is really not the greatest entry. You already missed a large portion of the squeeze, and it may already be over. So I think you missed the opportunity, and if you were to FOMO in here at $9.42, in all likelihood, it's probably going to come to the downside, and you're probably going to end up holding the bag. So I just don't think the risk is worth the reward here. Probably best to avoid this right now if you want to go long. If in fact this cup and handle keeps on developing and the handle forms, this should come back to around $5.30 to complete the handle. And it may even go back to $3 to fill the gap. So if you want to go long, I would support it, just not at this current price. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, looks like a pretty good play. Personally, I'm not going to go for it. This is near a relative top. This is at the top of the cup. Probably going to pull back to complete the handle. We got a lot of bearish indicators here. 2 gap ups. High RSI, high volume. So Really no bullish indicators here. A lot of bearish indicators. The graph is pretty much screaming sell or short this. And there's a long way down. So there's a lot of tendencies to be made to the downside. So looks like a pretty good short play here. So if you want to go short, I would support that. I think it's a great play. However, I will say that this squeeze may not be over just yet. It appears like it's winding down, but no guarantees for right now. Who knows? Maybe this still has some life in it, and it'll keep going to the upside for the next few trading sessions. Unlikely this is going to go crazy super high, but it's a possibility, so just be aware of that. But honestly, at 940, I really don't think you can go too wrong here, opening a short position. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today and the past week. Consider taking profits, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is BBIG Vinco Ventures. All right, here is SPRT Support.com. This one finishes at $24.10 today. That is down 23.15%. So this one also we've been covering for the past couple of trading sessions. This is another meme stock that has been squeezing. And again, it's top 10 on StockTwits. I said that it appears that the squeeze is over, and I think it's going to start pulling back pretty soon. I said that it looks like it's going into freefall mode pretty soon. And today, it's down 23%. So I've been right on this one so far. No news or anything to justify this price action today. So again, just more ape stuff going on here. So we got a few gaps here. First of all, we have a gap up at 20. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that this is likely to come back down to 20 eventually to fill that gap, probably in the short term. And we also have a gap down today. This gap down around 31. So that is a bullish indicator that is telling us that this is likely to come back up to 31 at some point eventually to fill that gap. So we got a gap up and a gap down. Mixed signals here. All right, let's analyze this. So right now this is sitting on the support of 24.10, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 26, 29.30, 31, 36.20, 38.60, 43, and then the all-time high, 59.69. And if it breaks that, then it's on to uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what the stock is worth. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 20, and then 15. And there's a bunch of support below 15, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So at this current price, 24.10, the channels to the upside and the downside right now are extremely wide. So expect a significant amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this comes back down to $15, the channels start to narrow. So I would expect a large decrease in price action if/when this comes back down to 15. The RSI is currently at 65, so no longer in overbought and overvalued territory, but still pretty high up there. And this did 27 million in volume today. Very significant volume day. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Really the only things that this has going in terms of the upside is the gap down at 31 and the strong social media sentiment. But just looking at the chart here, looking at the TA, this looks pretty bearish. We have the gap down, high RSI, high volume, and this does appear like it's going into freefall mode. So this does appear more bearish than bullish to me. So if you want to go long right now, I would not do that. I don't recommend that. Could pay off. But like I just said, this chart looks pretty bearish. We got the gap up that needs to fill. We have the high RSI and the high volume. Multiple red candles here. Looks like it's going into free fall. So if you were to go long here, you're probably going to be catching a falling knife. That's never a good idea, and you're probably going to end up holding the bag. So while this still can squeeze, it's looking pretty unlikely, and I don't think the risk is worth the reward. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a decent play, not the best. At this entry here, 24.10, you already missed the top. You know, the time to go short would have been 60, 50, 40, even 30. So here at 24.10, you already missed the fat tendies, but there still is more downside potential. This should come back down to at least 20 to fill the gap. So I would say that you probably have a 10 to 20% gain here if you were to go short. So decent money, but you missed out on the fat tennies already. So I wouldn't blame you if you go short here. It's also a good play just to avoid it altogether. So if you want to go short here, I would support it, and I also support not making any play at all. However, if this does go back to the upside, 36 or 39 or above, then I would say that would be an excellent time to start a short position. Yeah, but right now at 24.10, not the greatest entry. So sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today and the past few trading sessions. Consider taking profits, not financial advice, but this doesn't look too good in the short term. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SPRT Support.com. So here is LCID Lucid Group. This finishes at $17.79 today. That is down 10.87%. So if you guys recall, this used to be CCIV, Churchill Capital, before the SPAC merger. And since then, it's been pretty uneventful. This has been slowly bleeding. And now today we have a big red day. So no news or anything to justify this price action today. So I'm assuming there's just a lot of ape stuff going on here, as there is in the rest of the market. So let's analyze this. So we actually have two gap downs, one all the way back at 50.50. And now today we have a new one at around $20. So yeah, two gap downs. Those are bullish indicators. That is telling us that this is likely to come back up to $20 eventually to fill that gap. That might be in the short term. And then this should come back to 50.50 eventually to fill that gap. And honestly, that may take a little while, but it should eventually get back there. And it looks like we have a possible cup and handle here. Top of the cup would be around 62. And the bottom was at 17, but today it broke that. So maybe 17 is not the bottom, but for right now, we'll just call it the bottom. So yeah, possible cup and handle here. Doesn't look like it bottomed out just yet, but hopefully soon we will catch some support and we will see a reversal. So the possible cup and handle is right now a bullish indicator. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 1830 and 17. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 1830, 19, 2035, 2145, 2235, 2425, 2530, 2690, 2875, 3050, 3250, 3480, 3650, 3825, 40, 4135, 4370, 5055, 5255, 5475, 5630, 5785, 6020, 6220, and then the all-time high 6486. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 17, 1615, 1520, 13, 990, and then the low of 960. So right now at this current price, 1779, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a good amount of price action either way this goes. RSI is currently at 26, so that is oversold and undervalued, and this did 149 million in volume today. Very significant volume day, so this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, seems like a pretty good play. We got a lot of bullish indicators here. We got two gap downs, low RSI, high volume on the short side, possible cup and handle. A lot of bullish indicators here. No bearish indicators, really. And at this current price, 1780, this is a relative low. You know, like I said, the bottom of the cup was around 17. So at 1780, this is almost near the bottom. So this is an excellent entry price. So this should come back to 20 to fill the gap in the short term and should continue to run to the upside in the long term. So if you want to go long right now, seems like an excellent play to me. I would support that. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. The same reasons I just said. A lot of bullish indicators here. Two gap downs, low RSI, high volume on the short side, possible cup and handle, and this is at a relative low, 1780. This is a terrible entry if you want to go short. there's barely any money to be made here. This is really not going to go too much lower, and there's a lot of upside potential. So you're putting yourself at risk of getting squeezed out, and you're not going to make that much money. Really doesn't make sense to go short here. So I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is LCID Lucid Group. Okay, here is ATER Aterian. This finishes at $7.40 today. That is up 24.16%. So yet again, here's another meme stock that has been squeezing in the past few trading sessions. This low-key flew under the radar while this whole short squeezing thing has been going on. It's been slowly making some gains, but this really wasn't talked about too much on social media. But today on StockTwits, it cracked the top 10 on trending. We did have some news 2 days ago. The company announced the launch of its shareholder perks program. So not quite sure what you get in that perks program, but the news doesn't seem that significant or anything. Maybe that news had something to do with the price action in the past couple of days, but this is probably just due to the overall social media sentiment, and this has been squeezing with the rest of the meme stocks. And it appears like it's not done just yet. So this could be a possible cup and handle. Pretty ugly cup, but the top of the cup would be 1640, and the bottom of the cup would be 3. So as of right now, that is a bullish indicator. This might come back up to 1640 to complete the top of the cup. And we did have a gap down at 8, but that did fill relatively quickly. RSI is currently at 56, so a little above average, but right around where it's supposed to be. So according to the RSI, this current price, 740, is pretty fair market value. And this did 46 million in volume today. So very significant volume. Second biggest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long right now, not financial advice, looks like a pretty good play. I mean, you already missed the bottom, which was 3. So you already missed out on a 150% gain. But honestly, 740 isn't the worst entry. You know, like I said, the top of the cup looks like it's 1640. So if that is the case, this still has over a 100% upside. So personally, I wouldn't go for it because you already missed the bottom by so much. But I couldn't blame you if you wanted to do that. I would support it. So yeah, a lot of upside potential. So I'd be okay with you buying in at 740 and averaging down if this pulls back. Or if you really want to be safe, you can set your buy orders at like $4 and hope that it hits. And if it doesn't, then you just move on. But if you can get this at $4, that'd be an excellent entry. But yeah, either way, going long seems like a pretty good play right now. I would support that. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. At this current price, 740, not the greatest entry. This may pull back a little bit. Who knows? Maybe it'll go back to 4 or 3. So you can definitely make some money, but I don't think the risk is worth the reward here. You know, it looks like we're in the middle of cup and handle here, so this definitely could go back to 1640. And that would really suck if you got caught in the middle of that. So you can make some decent amount of money here, but you're putting yourself at risk of losing over 100%. So for that reason, I wouldn't do it, and I don't recommend it. However, if this does go back up to 1640 or even 20, then I would say that is an excellent time to open a short position. But right now, at this current price, 740, I don't think this is a great entry to go short on. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is ATER Aterian. So here is FCUV, Focus Universal. This finishes at $19.28 today. That is up 189.49%. And it's still mooning in the aftermarket. So this one just IPO'd yesterday. And on the second day of trading, this goes absolutely nuts. At one point, this hit $24.50 at the high. Yeah, so over a 300% gain today, if you were to sell at the top. So nothing really to analyze here. We only got 2 days of trading. So the RSI is currently at 78. So this is overbought and overvalued. So be careful, guys. And this did 38.5 million in volume today. I mean, this is only the second day of trading, but that is a huge volume day. Very significant volume. So this pump slash squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that. I don't recommend that. You should have went long in the morning at $6. Here at 1928, you already missed a huge run, and you'd be FOMOing in near the top. And this already ran 200% today, so pretty unlikely this is going to keep running in the short term. Maybe a little bit, but this should not have anywhere near this price action to the upside in the short term. High RSI, high volume, those are bearish indicators, so not much data to go off of just yet, but based on what we do have, this does appear like it's going to pull back in the short term, and I would say it's probably going to pull back pretty hard. So going long here doesn't seem like that great of a play. You already missed your opportunity. You're probably going to end up holding some bags if you were to enter right here at this price. So I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. But if you do want to go long, I would say hold off for a little bit, maybe a couple of days or a couple of weeks. You should be able to get this at a much better price. I can't say which price because there's no data to go off of, but who knows? Maybe this will come back to $6. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty good play. For the same reasons I mentioned before, high RSI, high volume, those are bearish indicators. This ran up over 200% today. This momentum cannot keep going for that much longer. And in all likelihood, this is going to pull back. It ran up real fast, and it can come down just as fast. So I'm not quite sure how much this is going to fall, but here at this current price, 1928, there does seem to be a lot of downside potential. So it does seem like there is a lot of tendies to be made here. A lot of bearish indicators here. In all likelihood, it's going to go timber. So going short here looks like a pretty good play. I would support that. Now, just be aware that this squeeze may not be done just yet. It appears like the momentum is coming down, and it should be over, but you never know. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but just be aware this could keep squeezing, and you could lose out on some money here if you decide to take a short position. Unlikely, but possible. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today. Consider taking profits, not financial advice, but this does appear like it's going to come crashing down hard, so I would secure the gains. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is FCUV, Focus Universal. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.